Sure. Yeah. Let's see if you can sit the way. Angem? So, this is my dog, Rainy. She is 16 human years. But to be sure, let's say 15 human years, which comes up to almost 105 years, human years. Can you imagine? That's why she has no teeth. She's so old. Her skin is all, the cells of the skin are dying. So that's why her hair is falling off. Mo, itching? Is it itching? Where is it itching? Yeah. So I found her 15 years ago on a rainy day. It was dark, the clouds were grey, and I was driving my red car, and suddenly I see this little puppy in the drain, she was soaked and crying. So I don't know what made me just stop and go and pick up this little puppy, and I brought her home. Actually, we didn't have a big place to live in, but I don't know what made her bring her home. I brought her home, and I washed her. And I thought, let me keep her for a few days and maybe give her up for adoption to somebody else or to the shelter. But there was a bond from the time we met. And I decided to name her Rainy because I found her on a rainy day. That's why she's Rainy. And now look at her. And you will not believe what she went through. She's a real survivor, yeah? I think she takes to me, because I'm a survivor too. So anyway, recently there was an incident where she injured herself. So she was like half paralyzed. And actually every winter we feel like she's not going to last this winter. Every winter we're like, I think this winter Rainy is going to leave us. But every winter she survived, And that really got me to think that yes, we have to complete our lifetime, our destiny. She probably has a long dog's life to complete. So no matter how many accidents she has or how many diseases she catches, she's always surviving. And this last incident was the real turning point because she was like half paralyzed. Yeah? She was immobile. And when I took her to the vet, they suggested that maybe she's too old now and she's not going to survive. That maybe I would like to put her down. I was like, what? Do we have the right to do that? So I was quite taken aback with the doctor's suggestion, but that's probably what I think they do when they feel that the animal has reached the end and there's no more life and the animal is just going to suffer. So this is the way they sort of end the suffering of the animal by putting them to sleep, which I think is good. It has a good intention. You're trying to end somebody's suffering, but I would like to call myself a Buddhist. I try to follow in the footsteps of what Buddha has taught, and I believe that we don't have the right to take anybody's life, be it an animal or an insect or a mosquito. Every life counts for us. So when the doctor suggested that, he was like, okay, it's your choice. If you don't want to put her down, then you'll have to take care of her. She might even just be paralyzed for a year. I might have to wash her, bathe her, feed her for a year. So then that night we came home and I was thinking, okay, what is the right decision? It's really difficult when you have to decide on somebody's life. Yeah? How do you do that? Yeah. That night I was with her and I was looking at her and I was feeling very emotional and I decided that I'll not put her down, I felt like it is my karma to look after her, and also like in Buddhism we believe that after a dog's life, you get a human life. And excuse me. So I really thought if I end her life before she has completed these dog years, then she will probably have to come back as a dog again. I mean, I don't know. I was really confused. I didn't know what was the right thing to do. So somehow I just sat down there with her and I decided that I'm not going to end her life. I will look after her even if it takes me a year or two, because I probably have some of my past karma also for me to look after her till the end and see her through it, you know. I took it that upon myself and I felt like we both had a connection and I had to do this for her, and which was the right decision because she's okay now. She's able to move. She's walking again, you know. That is the connection I see. I want to see her through it. I want her to live her dog life, complete it, and hopefully wish and pray that she gets a human life after she passes. So that's that, you know. We have all sorts of connection with all sorts of living beings. It can be an animal, it can be a human being, and a dog, you know. And most people don't appreciate dogs, but dogs really teaches you a lot of stuffs. Every time like I'm with her, I feel like she's like my companion for life, you know. There's been so many changes in my life, but she's been the one who's always been there, you know. Like people have come into my lives and gone. My siblings have grown up, gone to college, but she's always been there. Huh? It's like she's been there silently just watching me going through my own stuff, you know. And sometimes when I'm down, I just sit there and she's looking at me like as if she understands what it is that I'm going through, because nobody really understands us, no. But I feel like she really does, yeah. Aww. We have a very special bond. So I'll see her through and bid her farewell nicely, give her a good life. No, baby? Right, Rini? These dogs are so... They're like... They don't get their name, faithful dog, for nothing, you know. They are like so faithful. You just take them into your homes and how they love you. I think they are the only living being that will love you almost unconditionally. No? I mean, who else loves you unconditionally? Yeah? All humans love you, but there's always some expectations and disappointments with that. But dogs, their love is unconditionally. No. And all they want from you is a little bit of love, a little bit of affection, and food. Nothing else. There's no expectation there. More. And then how they guard you for life and love you for life. It's amazing, yeah? This human and dog relationship, really. More, Lenny. Right? She's like blind. She's deaf. She can't hear us. So when I call her, I have to sometimes motion her like that. I don't know what it is that she sees, because sometimes even I'm confused there. Sometimes I feel like she can see, then sometimes she can't see. When I call her, she can't hear. But when I do something like that, and sometimes I clap and then she comes. See, right, there's no reaction. Let's see. Can you see me? No. So she's blind, she's deaf, and she has no teeth. So she must be 105. Right? Oh gosh. So she has to go naturally. She's after all lived 105 years. What's a few years more to get into the human realm? Right? Okay.